Orleans Pelicans games are coming to TV and they'll be free to watch. The Pelicans and Gray Media have announced a deal to bring most games to fans across the Gulf Coast.
Gray will launch the new Gulf Coast Sports and Entertainment Network. John Snell explains what's in store for fans.
We were just so excited to see that there were going to be so many more people.
Pelicans owner Gail Benson is doing more than simply changing channels.
It was so limited before, only a certain amount of people could see it.
Benson and Gray Media inked a deal to bring every locally broadcast Pelicans game to New Orleans and at least 10 other markets along the Gulf Coast. The stations will form the Gulf Coast Sports and Entertainment Network, a new sports channel with the Pelicans as the marquee attraction.
That's so important because we really have not had the opportunity to extend ourselves beyond the New Orleans market.
Dennis Lauscha serves as president of the Pelicans and the Saints. The football team may have New Orleans in the brand, but the region helps ring the cash register. Lauscha says fans outside the New Orleans area now account for 38% of Saints season ticket holders.
So if the Pelicans are going to be successful, we really do have to reach well beyond the New Orleans market.
The new network debuts in coming weeks on televisions from the Florida Panhandle to East Texas and even a sliver of Arkansas, potentially reaching a population 16 times larger than the Pelicans' current deal.
So what does this partnership mean, the idea that you're in New Orleans and at the moment 10 other markets?
I mean, it's exactly what we wanted.
Last year, 7 Pelicans games on Gray stations drew an average of 46,000 households, 3.5 times the audience on traditional cable.
We're a basketball city now, so you got to rep the Pelicans, you know?
Making the most of their market is especially important for a smaller market team like the Pels, competing with the likes of the New York Knicks or the Los Angeles Lakers.
But when you take the population of Louisiana, Mississippi, parts of Alabama and the Panhandle of Florida, you're talking about 7 million people. 7 million people is about the size of Chicago.
Technology has created so many ways to watch sports: cable, satellite, streaming, traditional over-the-air. But it's also muddied the waters. Dennis Lauscha concedes everybody in the league is trying to figure out the best way to reach fans.
Our inability to reach people in these outside areas has really been tough on us, and so hopefully we've cracked the code and now we can reach those folks.
The Pelicans also have a special place in Gail Benson's heart.
From what I have read, you were kind of the initial driving force to buy the Pelicans?
I was. Tom Benson was not a big fan at first, and then we realized that the league was selling the team because they had it for a long time and they wanted to get rid of it.
You kind of had to sell them on it?
We did, because it was expensive. At the time, it was very expensive.
Benson has said she will never sell the team in her lifetime.
Because a lot of people might just cash out. What drives you to want to remain the owner?
Well, the players and then the fans. And then I feel like if you cashed out and you sold everything, what would you do with the money? I mean, you need to have some purpose in life. And I feel like this is the purpose that I've been called to do. And Tom Benson started it, and I want to see it through.
The next chapter in the Pelican story begins in a few weeks in living rooms along the Gulf Coast.
And we should point out, Gray Media is our parent company. The first of the games will air when the Pelicans host the Chicago Bulls for the season opener October 23rd.
And we've got information on where to find the games on the new network in the coming days. Just watch for it here at KPLC and at KPLCTV.com.